Okay, well, I'll do the introduction.
We
Welcome
don't
to
even have
another
to.
audio scroll. This is Brandon,
This is Kang.
and yeah, we're very excited. There's some pretty cool stuff happening as of late, and some fun, crazy movie antics going on.
Not much happening as of late. For me, anyways.
Yeah, for you, but well, because I'm just excited about talking about this topic about comic book films. Recently, the Fantastic Four movie came out, and it's a reboot. And yeah, I mean, a lot of crazy controversy. How Fox was handling the trailers, the hype of it, and just ended up failing in the end.
Yeah, not so good of a movie.
I mean, Fox did a good job where the casting people had issues with, and then they showed the trailer, and a lot of people, even myself, were like, "Oh, okay, maybe it has some potential, could be good."
Yeah, the trailer was like, okay, it doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't look
So,
too campy.
hmm
And finally, when it came out, immediately people were just saying that it's not good. And a lot of the reviews, people keep saying stuff like, it makes them want to see the first two films. Yeah, that's a bold statement actually,
Yeah.
because the first two movies were not good, and they said it too. All the reviewers just said that those movies weren't good, but this new movie, the reboot, makes me want to watch them. That's saying something.
It's yeah. It looks maybe it's just it's a comic book movie. It looks too serious, and the other ones, while campy, it still capture the essence of Fantastic Four.
Yeah, there kind of is a line between the tone of a movie, and there's a line between making it campy and making it too gritty and serious. And I think the success of Marvel films and the success of the Dark Knight films. I don't know about the Man of Steel. Man of Steel and Dark Knight trilogy has more of that dark grittiness, but they find a tone and they stick with it.
Yeah.
And the Avengers movies, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they have a tone and they stick with it too. They have more of a comic book kind of feel to them, colorful, and I enjoy those too. And they have their humor as well. And Fantastic Four seems like it doesn't know what it wants to be.
Nope.
And it doesn't help when the director, a controversy came up because the director, he tweeted that if his movie was not interfered, he hinted that his movie was awesome a year ago, but right now it's not great.
Yeah, a lot of controversies have popped up between the director, what happened with the director, and I guess Fox Studios. In the end, we'll probably never know what happened and it's never really one side to blame. They're just using it. Each side's using the other side as a scapegoat because how bad the movie is.
Yeah, it's very frustrating at this point. My opinion about the situation is I don't really blame one solely. I blame all of it, the whole system of it, what they have going on. But of course, I'm not really too fond of Fox and how they handle their projects. And
Well, so you can't even say that either because they may have failed on Fantastic Four, but then Deadpool looks amazing.
yes, yeah,
And then they may have, Deadpool looks amazing, and then X-Men has been hit or miss pretty much. So it's
yeah.
like,
X-Men, I don't think they're terrible, but you're right, hit and miss. Third movie's terrible. I
Yeah.
don't like X-Men Wolverine Origin or whatever they call it. Probably got the title wrong. But yeah, they recently showed off the new Deadpool trailer, and it looks fantastic. Could be based on a lot of feedbacks because of the Wolverine movie.
yeah.
I think people have expressed that they want like a true Deadpool movie.
Well, they did a couple Comic Cons before they did that CG test footage, and that was accidentally accidentally leaked online to see to get fans' reaction, people's reaction. Everybody loved it. And so
We said what we wanted to say. It looked great. I mean, that's what we wanted out of Deadpool, and they showed the trailer recently, and it looks fantastic.
it's like, was it one of the? It's been a while since we had a rated R comic book movie.
Yeah, it's rated R. Violent, bloody, foul language. It looks great, and just looks like Ryan Reynolds. it's definitely the part for him, and that's what everyone wanted out of Ryan Reynolds playing as Deadpool.
Yeah.
We didn't get much out of him from the Wolverine movie, but the way he's talking, the way he's acting, yes, that's what I expected out of Deadpool. And I like some of his remarks, such as, "Hey, don't make the costume green."
Yeah. or animated.
Yeah, kind of breaking the fourth wall there, which Deadpool's known to do, referencing the failed Green Lantern movie. But yeah, no, it was very unfortunate about Fantastic Four and the interference of the studio. And it kind of brings up what happened with Ant-Man. I mean, do you think studios go too far with interference?
I think as long as they have a vision of what they want to make. No.
Should they let the director do what they want to do?
No. Yes and no. It depends. Like I said, I love Edgar Wright. I love his movies.
Yes.
And Edgar Wright was penned to film Ant-Man for forever, and everybody wanted to see that film. But then, the Marvel Cinematic Universe happened, and Marvel needed the film to make sense.
They wanted to connect it a little bit more
according to their universe.
Yeah, some changes were made, and I know Edgar Wright, I believe he expressed that he wanted Ant-Man to be a standalone movie, not too heavy on continuity with the Avengers universe, which I think that would have been fine. It could have worked out with Edgar Wright's way of just doing a standalone movie, and then in the future Ant-Man comes in and crosses over.
Yeah, but nobody had that kind of foresight. They hired Edgar Wright like years ago.
Yeah.
Before it even started, pretty much.
Yeah, he's been writing. He wrote that script. I think he spent time on it for years. And, finally came together, and it kills me again.
Yeah,
I just want
what the movie could have been.
Yeah, but not to say it was terrible. King, you haven't seen it, so of course, people, I'm not gonna delve into spoilers, but it's still a great film. They just did a great job with it. It was fun. It's funny, and they still credit Edgar Wright heavily. I mean, his name is huge.
Yeah.
Saying like, hey, the screenplay and was written by Edgar Wright. So, yeah, Marvel didn't shy away from who they gave credit to. Yeah, they definitely said, hey, Edgar Wright was a big influence on the project.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fantastic Four, it didn't seem like it had a really good balance of handling the studios, like what they want in the movie, as well as the director. I mean, it just didn't end up a really good movie. It wasn't set the way they wanted. They didn't have the same goal.
Yeah, it looked like they didn't know what to do, what they wanted from what a Fantastic Four movie should be.
Yeah,
it's a shame. Rumors are they're handing out what are those things called? Surveys of what the future of Fantastic Four could be to Fox. So
yeah. I don't want that franchise to be destroyed. I just feel like it's being tarnished by Fox, and it's very frustrating because I think in the hands of Marvel, Disney, it could have been much better.
Yeah.
Considering Ant-Man and the direction they've been going with the Avengers, Fantastic Four would have worked. It wouldn't be.
Hopefully.
That
yeah. Hopefully it's another Spider-Man situation. Maybe Fox won't give Marvel Fantastic Four, but they'll let Marvel use the characters in their upcoming films, and everybody wins that way.
Yeah, but we'll see. That's the end of that discussion about the movie studios and their interference. Another trailer that I saw recently that I'm very excited about is Hateful Eight.
Oh yeah, Quentin Tarantino's new movie.
Yes,
finally.
Put a smile on my face when I saw Samuel Jackson and Kurt Russell being in it, and kind of welcoming an old friend back is Tim Roth. Tim Roth is in this Tarantino film, and I'm very excited for it. Kind of feels like it takes place in an era like with Django.
Yeah. Definitely. It's a Western.
Yeah, Western. I don't know where it's located. Definitely seems like 1800 because Kurt Russell's character is taking this fugitive to town to get hanged. He's some kind of bounty hunter. So it looks like he's chained with this lady, and they're stuck at this. It seems like they're stuck at a cabin, but I don't know if the whole movie takes place at the cabin.
Yeah.
Because sometimes these Tarantino films, they're not always what they seem. I mean, Glorious Bastards kind of felt like you thought it was going to focus on this group of Jewish soldiers, but it actually had various point of views of different main characters. Kind of like Pulp Fiction, so you never know. But it kind of reminds me of John Carpenter's The Thing. Maybe Assault on Precinct 13, but not so much. It just kind of has it's a movie that looks like it's set in one location. Those Carpenter films, he's done that quite a bit.
Well, yeah. Well, Tarantino can make it work. It'll be great.
He can, and I don't know. I don't really have a Tarantino film that I am disappointed in. Not exactly a movie that I felt like it was awful. I like him. I've liked all of his films in their own right. He has a certain genre that he's inspired by and kind of wants to make a movie like that genre.
Yeah, and Tarantino never does movie that he doesn't want to do personally. He's never picked up a script and I want to do this movie. It's all the movies he's done is his own personal projects.
Yeah.
That he wanted to make. So.
I mean, there's an episode of CSI that he directed, and you can tell that he had a lot of influence of not just directing the episode, but probably the script and the dialogue, because I think the first 3 minutes of that episode, or 5 minutes, was heavy dialogue. And it just seemed kind of funny and interesting because CSI, they don't really have that kind of like these two guys are having normal conversation. You don't hear that. But that's how you can tell that's Tarantino. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Nice.
So I'm excited.
Yep, coming out Christmas, December or something, right?
Oh man, we got Star Wars and now Hateful Eight.
Yes.
Yeah, I got movies to look forward to this winter.
Yeah.
And then January will hit. Alright, big announcement is Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 remake, I should say.
Yeah, has been confirmed.
Finally.
From Capcom.
Oh, I'm so excited for this game.
Yeah, they just said they just barely confirmed it with the higher ups. It's in early initial planning stages, so don't look forward to it. Don't look forward to it until maybe end of 2016 to see more footage.
Yeah.
2017 for sure.
It's going to be a challenge on their hand, though, because years has gone by since Resident Evil 1 Remake. And that was a great game on the GameCube. And I just felt like that was kind of like the glory days of Capcom, because there were a lot of big projects for the GameCube. A lot of new IPs like Beautiful Joe. And what other games? Oh yeah, Resident Evil 4 came out. And there was just some really, really good stuff. And Resident Evil 1 was a great remake. And I think since then, everyone's been asking for a Resident Evil 2 remake. I wanted a Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Resident Evil 0 came out afterwards. Kind of the same visual style. Eerie, creepy, but got some good puzzles. And yeah, it's fun. But Resident Evil 2, I've gone back and played a little bit of the PlayStation 1 game here and there. And I feel like it still stands to this day. Maybe not to the younger generation, but for me personally, playing it, yeah, it's still pretty good. Yeah. It has its charm. It has some puzzles. It's good.
Yeah, and luckily, with the newer HD remakes, they do have the option to not play with tank controls, so they do with standard controls.
Yeah, because Resident Evil 1 remake HD. When it came out, they gave the option of no tank control.
Yeah, the option to.
It's weird though.
It was defaults, no tank controls.
I feel like they got to be played with tank control. I don't know. That's sort of the charm, but
that's
just me.
It was a limitation at the time.
Yeah.
So.
With the fixed camera angle, and well, I guess back then they didn't really utilize analog too much, so.
Yeah.
Not that it was needed. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. It's a challenge because Shinji Mikami has moved on. And so you just have these other developers for it. I'm not familiar with many names. But
left at Capcom and there's nope. Only know Ono.
Yeah, that's the only name I know from Capcom.
And every now and then, I don't remember his name, but he pops up and he does the Dragon Dogma series.
Yeah. Yeah, so they did pretty good. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't hate Capcom. They seem to do pretty good. They don't frustrate me like Konami.
Yeah, like Konami. Konami's done. Like I said.
Yeah, the only thing that people might be a little bit irritated by Capcom is the new Breath of Fire game for mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A numbered Breath of Fire game, Breath of Fire 6.
Official Breath of Fire game, and
Yes.
comes out for mobile, and everyone's just the diehard fans are like, "What are you doing? No!"
Yeah.
Make it for console. I think they would have been okay with PC, but
Yeah.
they went with mobile, and it's a shame.
It's a shame, but then it can't be helped because that's where the market's at in Japan. So.
So you're looking forward to D23 this weekend?
Disney's D23 Expo.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to a little bit. Yeah. I'm just to see what they're planning because they have so many movies coming up.
Okay, let's say this. There's a lot of projects happening, and it feels like I've never kept track of D23 Expo in the past. I don't know too much about it, but because of Marvel not participating at San Diego Comic-Con, it feels like Disney has a lot of projects, a lot of companies that they have their hands on, and they have a lot to announce. I feel like
if definitely not this, especially for Marvel. If Marvel doesn't show much for this, they'll definitely have their own events. Like they did last year when they announced Phase 3. But I'm just interested because posters have been revealed for Incredibles 2, Toy Story 4, Finding Dory, Cars 3. No one asked for that. And those posters just look exactly how you think they would look. Yeah. Because those movies aren't out for like another couple of years. So.
Probably because Pixar, they release movies yearly, just about, and I don't know, maybe semi-yearly or something like that.
And then they have all those live adaptations they're making. They're another Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well,
Mulan. Who knows?
Now, Mulan, I am interested in.
It makes sense.
It does. I've enjoyed that movie. I love it as an animated film. I like the songs in it. I mean, your typical like Disney animated films with musicals going on in there. I think I like it just because of the culture of it. It takes place in China. Has a very good art style. I like the animation. And it has a pretty good action in it too.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. It's a good Disney animated film. So as a live action, I think it would be good, really good.
Yeah, but of course, the biggest news I'm just waiting for is what if there's going to be any more new news for Star Wars or Marvel or any of the Marvel property.
Yeah.
Or even Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm
looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3. See what's going on. Kind of a little bit quiet on that game for quite a while, but I feel like Disney wants to push that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, definitely. And Square Enix been teasing like, you probably won't have to wait till 2017 to play Final Fantasy 15. So there's a high chance it's coming out next year.
A lot of people are bummed that Nomura left 15. He was working on the project. He's been with it from the very beginning, and it got to a point where. There's another director that stepped in and go, oh, cool, 2 directors. And then Nomura announced, like, all right, I'm done. I'm focusing on Kingdom Hearts right now.
Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy 7.
The projects just keep getting announced. But I'm okay with where 15 is at because the director of 15, he worked on Type 0. Type 0 was pretty successful. I think it did fairly well for PlayStation 4, but... I think he understands what Nomura wanted, and they all know what kind of game it's going to be, and I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's left in good hands.
Like the script's done, pretty much what you're meaning, and they're just working on building all the assets for it.
Just finishing the game, just polishing it up, and I think he's capable of doing it. And so Nomura, now he's just focusing on Kingdom Hearts. I mean, Kingdom Hearts has been his projects. Yes. I mean, he's been with those games from the very beginning. I mean, he fully directed 1 and 2 and worked on the other projects, so it makes sense that he has to helm 3 all the way. And I'm okay with that. And then he has 7, the 7 remake.
7 remake.
Dude's busy.
Yeah, no.
He's always been busy. Yeah, he's working on many projects.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not unusual for directors to direct multiple games at one time.
Yeah.
Because even Miyazaki, he's doing Bloodborne, and at the same time of doing Bloodborne, he's doing Dark Souls 3, and he was like, "Yeah, I could do both. Yeah, no problem."
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they're just there to give the direction of the game. Kind of overlooking, seeing how it's going, how it's progressing, and making sure the team follows through with the direction he wants. So that works. For a D23 experience, yeah, looking forward to Marvel announcements. Most likely, people are anticipating maybe like a trailer of Captain America 3.
yeah, a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, a teaser trailer, and then maybe, hopefully, a new trailer for Star Wars.
Yes. Star Wars I'm not too worried about. I love the trailers that's been shown so far, and yeah, I don't know if I'm a sucker for Star Wars. I just don't want to see any more trailers. I mean, I'm neutral about it because of the prequel trilogy. It's just how I feel. Like, it's a wait and see. But the trailers that I saw and J.J. Abrams, I'm content with the new movie. I will see it when it comes out in theater.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see too many trailers. I don't want to build up anticipation. I just want to go in it. Mm-hmm. Just watch it, and at the end of the movie, just walk out and go, okay, yeah.
Well, you say that now, Brandon.
I know.
Until a new trailer drops, I'm going, well, I gotta watch this now.
I might as well. I'm done. I've gone this far without Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's tempting. Trailers are everywhere, but
2 more weeks.
Oh my gosh. Is it coming out that soon?
Yeah, September 1st.
Oh, man.
That and Mad Max.
Alright, let me ask you this, King. Are you pre-ordering Metal Gear... Have you pre-ordered Metal Gear Solid 5?
Not yet, no.
Not yet?
Nuh-uh.
What's holding you back?
Just haven't done it yet, to be honest. Nothing's holding me back. I think it's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
It's Kojima's last game, so...
So many messy controversy.
Yeah.
Between Kojima and Konami, but...
I mean,
it's a swan song. It could be Konami's swan song. I don't know.
I mean, the game looks fantastic right now from all the videos I've seen. I haven't watched anything since E3, I believe.
Yeah.
E3 of last year.
I've watched nothing.
When they announced the PC version, I haven't watched any more. Like, I'm good. It's a Metal Gear Solid game. It looks fantastic so far.
Yeah.
I know, Kojima's just gonna put everything he can like he does in every Metal Gear Solid game. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'll probably just get this. And it's a game that I don't have to pre-order, It's like, there's going to be plenty of copies at the store, wherever I go. It's like, I'll just go in and pick it up.
I think for Metal Gear Solid 5, depends on the pre-orders, bonus, specials that they have, which I'm really not too worried about because a lot of those are gimmicks and I don't really keep. They're just useless crap to me in the end. But you're right. I can get Metal Gear Solid 5 whenever, and I think when I get it, I feel bad because I'm behind on games. I am. But this could be a game that, hey, you know what? It's a Kojima game. One thing I can expect out of Metal Gear Solid games is replayability.
Yeah.
You can't master these games a first time or a first playthrough. And they always have, like, New Game Plus. You come back into it, and there's something new, something different, something to continue your progress.
Yeah, especially now that it's more open world, and you could tackle the situation from any direction you want. So
yeah, there's controversy. People said what they want to say about the what was that game? Ground Zero. But
yeah,
but Ground Zero, I was okay with it. There are stuff to do in that game, and you can break past like 30 minutes of gameplay of that game.
Yes,
you can do whatever you want to that game. There is replayability, and I think that's the whole point of it. Because there's stuff to do in that game that's besides the main objective. You could play Phantom Pain, and there's probably more to it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I would confidently put $60 down on that game.
Yeah, more to it, a lot of content. It's just because it's Kojima and he's crazy. There's gonna be a ton of Easter eggs.
Lots of Easter eggs. Be a lot of fun. I mean, who knows? Who knows what will be in this game? There was a lot of Easter eggs in Ground Zero. I felt. So this new game coming out, there's gonna be some crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm excited. I think when I get that game, I think I will play it all the way through. Peace Walker was tough just because of it being in handheld, and there's some awkward stuff in that game.
Yeah.
But like Metal Gear Solid 4, I would definitely power it on through just to get through the story. So excited. I feel like there was another game coming out, not just Metal Gear Solid, but
not Mad Max.
Not Mad Max?
Mad Max is coming out the same day as Metal Gear.
I don't know much about that game.
It's an
nervous.
It's an open world Mad Max game.
Well,
and that's all you need to know. You know.
Okay.
It's a desert. You know, it's a desert, open world desert.
Is it sad that I kind of feel like it's my expectation of the game is going to be broken?
You know, it looks pretty good so far.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Unless it's broken in a good way.
Yeah, unless it's broken in a good way.
Yeah. All right, and topic maybe to cover before we're done is anime. We haven't talked to anime in quite a while. I'm not gonna lie, I've been slacking, but I've been picking up on Shokugeki no Soma, Food Wars. It's on Crunchyroll, and I've been watching it.
Food Network show.
No, not the Food Network. That's why I said its proper Japanese title first.
Food Wars.
Yeah, well, I think they're using both titles, Food Wars, Shokugeki no Soma. That way,
okay.
They can differentiate. But no, I'm watching it on Crunchyroll, and I've been enjoying it. I think I've gone through 4 episodes so far.
Right on.
Yeah, and I've enjoyed the animation. Kind of debating with myself of checking out the manga.
Yeah, I'm caught up with the manga.
Yeah,
and it's pretty great so far.
Have you watched have you read the manga and watched the anime?
I have not.
Oh, your opinion matters to me because you have some mangas. And then you have anime adaptations where I argue about which is better. Mm-hmm. Should I stick with the manga and focus on the manga because it's the original content? Or should I stick with the anime only? Because Attack on Titan, I felt like, the way it was formatted, I love the anime. Therefore, I've stayed away from the manga. Because they have their different formats. Yeah. But they seem to follow the story accurately. Like the anime followed the original story of the manga accurately. It's just a different format. Kind of keep you on your toe, and I like that. So I don't know how Shokugeki would be.
Yeah, I don't know. I've completely switched around. You know, I usually just watch the anime. Well, you know, that's good. Whatever.
Yeah.
They add a lot of like music and different camera angles.
The voices. There was a part.
Voice acting.
Yeah, there was a part recently that I watched. I think it was in episode 4. He moved into the dormitory.
Yes.
And this girl is talking about that this upperclassman, the senpai, he if he calls them, she would have to meet up with them because if she doesn't, then the guy's just gonna whisper through the megaphone contacting her, and I was laughing because he sounds really creepy, just in that low tone whispering, just sounds like a murderer kind of guy. And I wondered if I read the manga, would I feel that way? Would I laugh just as hard as I did watching and listening to the anime?
Right. Yeah. I can't tell you.
Yeah.
It's one of those, which is better, the book or the movie?
I know, but I love that they have their own charm.
Yes.
I don't want them to be like a complete copycat of the other. I like them to do a little bit different.
Let's not go that far.
Okay, I know. Maybe I'm going into controversial topics here. Or, I don't mean it that heavy.
Yeah,
maybe like Attack on Titan. It keeps me on my toe.
I think
some of the manga. It's like, okay.
I think they could definitely just stay on, do all the stories in the manga with the anime adaptation. I mean, it worked for Natsume Yujincho. Yeah, they followed exactly like the manga. Aside from the season's end per season, the last episode per season, and maybe 1 or 2 fillers in between the season. But other than that, they followed the manga pretty good.
Yeah. I just don't want fillers. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. Overall, though, my impression of Food Wars is the animation is sharp. I love the color. The animation is great. I love the exaggeration. It reminds me of Yakitate Japan. But I haven't seen the anime. I just read the manga, and I just love that they have they apply the science of cooking.
Yes.
They talk about putting honey in meat, and it can help break it down much faster. Mm-hmm. Very fascinating stuff, and it's got the edgy humor in it, and that's to be expected since I learned that the original artist of Shokugeki no Soma is an Ero manga artist. Mm-hmm. But then has this project for Shonen Jump, and it's just more held back. But it's just the edgy humor, the typical stuff. But it's fun. It kind of keeps a pace, sort of.
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
So what you find in all anime nowadays?
Yeah, pretty much. It's cliched.
Yeah,
but they did it right.
Yeah, but it works. Yeah.
There's some anime that has ecchi humor where, okay, whatever, you're doing it just for the sake of etchiness.
To Loveru.
I haven't seen To Loveru.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the newest series. I actually just stopped after season 1. I've been reading the manga.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I keep reading the manga. It's
any series you've been working on?
No, just those stills. I've just been, reading the usual, the Bleach,
Yeah.
the One Punch Man, Shokugeki no Soma.
Yeah.
And then I just look for other series that catches my interest. So
Yeah.
I can't tell you what off the top of my head what they are though.
Mangas to look forward to. One Punch Man manga, it's coming out soon.
Yes.
I think Amazon estimated September 1st, September 2nd.
Officially.
Yes. Yeah, I'm excited though. I want to put my money down towards it.
Yeah, it's a great series, so definitely worth reading.
I'm doing it. You guys don't have to. If you guys want to continue reading it online and, keep commenting, and raving about it, go for it. But for me, though, I want to support the series. I'm going to put money towards it.
Whoa. Just because we're reading online doesn't mean we're not supporting it.
No. Like, that's what I'm saying. Keep commenting. Keep raving about it. Because that's doing something. That's grabbing people's attention. As well as help build up the hype for the new anime coming out. No, it's not negative at all. But it's just me personally, like, my opinion. Just because of what... I've taken marketing classes, so it's just something I like to do. I like to purchase things because I just want to show support. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm hoping to kind of review about it and just say like, hey, I got this book, official. It's tangible good to me. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I just want a tangible item.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's just how my world works, King.
Hey, man, if I read it online and then buy it later, so...
Yeah, I mean, you got that too. You got diehard fans, and they know how to support the companies, and companies are finding ways to get around it too. A lot of companies, they are aware that there are torrenters, that there are people who are reading them for free, and you know what? That's the companies. That's their problem, or that's their challenge to try to embrace it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not to mention, you can buy a digital version of One Punch Man. So.
Yeah. As long as companies just express to readers or to the fans, like, hey, listen, guys, if you want better content, a better format to be released, you want physical copies, we just ask for your support. Mm-hmm. As long as they keep communicating with the fans, there's no problem. There's no issues there. Mm-hmm. And the companies can succeed from that. And then I want to look into My Hero Academia. I know I keep mispronouncing that. Academia. So. I don't know. I'm breaking that habit.
Hey, man, it looks like the way it's pronounced, so...
Yeah. Shame on.
It can be pronounced both ways, so I don't even blame you.
Yeah. I don't know. With the I at the end instead of a Y. Because I just want to... I keep telling myself, how you pronounce academy. Mm-hmm. Just add the A. And big announcements. Marvel came out with like a new catalog of future release for Marvel Comics, and I just want to focus on the omnibus. They announced the Superior Foes of Spider-Man omnibus that I would not have imagined them like printing it out in omnibus format. Mm-hmm. That's huge. It's oversized. It's such a great series. For those who haven't read it, I recommend looking into the omnibus. Get it while you can. They announced that they're reprinting Daredevil by Frank Miller and Frank Miller's Elektra. They're coming out in omnibus. Comes out maybe next spring. Maybe coincide with season 2 of Daredevil because they have casted Elektra.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Punisher.
Yeah, that's exciting. And but yeah, those are the grand announcements from Marvel Comics. And
yeah. Well, speaking of comics, I guess DC just announced another crossover variant special that's going on right now. It's just going to be DC crossover with Looney Tunes. variants for their single trade.
Okay. I'm very curious. I've been digging these crossovers. I haven't read as many as I would like, but I like that they kind of mess around with that.
Yeah, just for the covers though. And they have what? They have 25 covers. All of them should be viewable online right now.
Yeah.
Go look it up. It's very cool.
I feel like they're trying to spark something here.
Yeah.
You never know. You have like DC Universe with Masters of the Universe crossovers, and like I said before, Star Trek and Green Lantern. Yeah, they got some neat ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. That'll be fun.
It would be.
I don't know. I really enjoyed the Marvel's variants using Gwen Stacy in all the situation.
Nice.
Like Gwen the Duck or Iron Gwen.
Yeah, and everybody's, both companies have done that. There was a Deadpool month and like a Harley Quinn month for DC.
Yeah.
So, I like those how they.
Hey, if you want to be that person that collects them all.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it could be worth a little bit more later down the road. So.
Yeah, who knows? I can't be that person.
Yeah.
I can never do it.
Me too.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's about it for our discussion.
Yep.
Well, follow us next time. And you know what? Feel free to comment on our YouTube page and subscribe. And we'll keep up with our weekly podcast.
Yeah, try to keep up, anyways.
Yeah. I apologize for last week's lack of upload because we've just been busy at times.
All right, thanks for listening.
Yeah, take care.